What's up guys, it's Jordan. Back again with my Meister 50-pound sandbag. You guys know I love this thing. Today I want to share with you something I learned from Coach Adam over on the Fitness Freedom Athletes channel. He's been using a TRX suspension trainer exclusively for the last 7 to 8 years while he traveled around the world, completely ditching the gym and getting an insane physique along the way. I'll link his channel in the description so you can go check that out when we're done here. But what I learned from him was that in many cases, we're not hitting full, complete muscle failure. What we're really doing is hitting failure in the first of 4 phases of strength. I'll show you what I mean with the sandbag. Let's use the bicep curl, for example. When we do our curls, we want to use a full range of motion. That would be almost locking them out. I like to squeeze my triceps as I go down, bringing it up, and then lowering back down all the way. That's a full range of motion repetition. But what happens is, after X number of reps, we hit a point where when we get to the bottom, we can't cross the line. We can't come back up again past that sticking point. Many of us consider this to be our point of failure, but what it really means is that we've hit failure in the first and weakest phase of strength, the contraction. I can't contract the muscle beyond that sticking point without giving a little lift, without cheating a little bit. But it doesn't mean that the muscle has failed. It just means that it has failed past that point. This brings us to the second phase of strength, the partial rep. We simply don't cross that sticking point. We stay in the top half of the rep range and we'll still have more to go. Get up here, right here, top half, squeeze, lower, squeeze, lower. Now, even in that top half, there will come a point where if I lower at all, I will not come back up again. That's when we enter the third phase of strength, the static hold. Get to the top of the rep, you maintain the contraction, and you don't let go. You just keep it in place. Once again, that will only last so long. And by default, you will then enter the fourth and final and the strongest phase, the negative resistance. This is the eccentric lowering of the weight. However, we're not intentionally lowering it. We're fighting it all the way down. So you get to that static hold, you're holding, and eventually it fails. Just keep fighting it. Try to bring it up, but you won't be able to. Fight it, all the way down. Once you hit that bottom, that's failure. That is complete and total muscular failure. I'm gonna start my stopwatch and I'm gonna do one single set to actual failure using this technique so you can see exactly how much power was still in the muscle once I crossed the initial failure point for the contraction. Get into position. If you're doing curls with a sandbag, make sure you lean forward. We don't wanna take tension off the muscle. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. Lower all the way down. 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I've got 2 more. 7. If I go down, I won't come back up. 8. Now I'm in the second phase, the partial rep. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't go back down. I'm holding it. I'm in the static contraction. I'm breathing. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. It's going. It's going. And now I've entered the fourth and final phase, the negative resistance. I'm not lowering it. It is going down on its own, and it is down, and that is it. Boom. Get back up here, buddy. All right. That is hard. Now, as you can see, I had quite a bit of power left. If I had crossed that sticking point on the way down, holy crap, my biceps are burning right now. If I had crossed the point of failure on the way down, I would not have returned past that sticking point. I would have called that muscle failure. I would have stopped. I would have rested for 30, 45 seconds, however long, and I would have come back and done some more. However, I just stayed above that sticking point and I was able to keep going, keep going. What you're doing is you're getting more out of the time you spend in the gym. Now, if you're hitting complete and total failure using this technique, you really only need 1, maybe 2 sets. Adam recommends 2 sets for most exercises, and trust me, that second set, you will not get as many reps. Now, if you're trying to use this method and push your muscle to complete and total failure, you want to stick to secondary exercises. I think this is a great technique to use as he does with a TRX suspension trainer, with machines, cables, maybe even with a Smith machine. The point is you want something that's going to give you protection from that lowering eccentric motion, that negative resistance. Imagine if you're trying to use this technique with a barbell bench press, when you hit that negative resistance, you're going to end up with a loaded barbell across your chest, or worse, across your neck. It's not safe. So this is not a good technique for free weights. It's something that you want to use with machines on rails with proper stops in place, something that you can't hurt yourself with. But I challenge you to give it a try. Take any concentration exercise of your choice, the shoulder press machine, cable curls, tricep press down, or machine rows. Let me know in the comments how far you got beyond that point where you ordinarily would have stopped. Training looks different depending on your goal, and I'm curious to know how this works into yours. If you're looking for a program, visit steelrings.store and download any of my 4-week programs for as little as $0. Just type in $0 and get started today. Try to incorporate this technique into the last few moments of whatever exercise you're using, as long as it's safe. My name is Jordan. I've been training for over 20 years. I've learned so many techniques in that time, and as Coach Adam has proved to me, there's never an end. You always learn something new. You learn more. This is something I just picked up from him 2 years ago. I'd never even considered that the muscle fiber had more that it could do. So thank you, Coach Adam, and thank you guys for watching. If you got something out of this video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one.